Hello and welcome to Pune Times Mirror, one of a kind, thought provoking show, Mirrored on Mirror. Today we'll delve into the fascinating world of fitness and wellness. We are joined by a very special guest, Danny Seymour, who's the brand ambassador of Hyrox. Hyrox is a revolutionary fitness training institute, which combines running and functional exercises, pushing enthusiasts to the limit. Danny, welcome to the show. Let's get started. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Prince, for having me here today. It was a pleasure to meet you even before we started recording and to know that your Dhruv's uncle, who hired me and started my journey in.
Wow.
But Hyrox is a race right now that has come from Germany. Started back in 2017.
Right.
And it's slowly and steadily picking up traction in India, and very lucky to have Deepak, who's the investor and has brought Hyrox in to India, so to showcase it to all of India. Yeah.
And how long back did Hyrox come to Pune?
So Hyrox has come. We had a small pop-up event in December at the IHFF Pro event that happens in Mumbai.
Okay.
And the response was pretty good. A lot of people came and just tried out that whole small circuit
Wow.
that we set up over there. And we started slowly and steadily spreading word all across India. We have ambassadors in Gurgaon, we have ambassadors in Bangalore,
Wow.
we have some in Mumbai. And using our social media channels, we are able to, get the word out there and promote it to all our clients, their friends.
Oh.
So Hyrox Mumbai first came on the 3rd of May, and we had 2,600 participants. 2 months later, they had Hyrox Delhi, which just took place on 19th of July.
19th of July.
And we had 3,500 participants.
Oh, 1,000 more.
So yeah, so it's
900
slow.
more.
Correct.
Wow.
It's slowly and steadily picking up,
Very good.
Prince.
Excellent. So, first of all, what drew you to Hyrox? That's one. And what is so unique about Hyrox that makes it different to the other fitness programs?
So the first time I came across Hyrox was back in early 2024. The World Championships were on, and I saw the likes of Hunter McIntyre, Alexander Ronkovich, and Michael Sandbach, who were competing for the top 3 positions. And it just seemed like something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to take part in this race because I've been running for a number of years now. And I also do a lot of hybrid training, which is strength training clubbed with running, but not very specific. So this requires a very specific set of training. So that's what drew me towards Hyrox. Yeah.
Okay. So, for those who are new to Hyrox, can you walk our viewers through like a typical session, how it feels like, what it looks like, and what kind of exercises and challenges can the participants expect in such a program?
So when someone comes in for a Hyrox class, you need to be ready that your heart rate is going to skyrocket. Your lactate threshold is going to be tested to the max.
Okay.
And you're going to be pushed in terms of your cardiovascular capacity.
Cardiovascular capacity.
Yeah, because Hyrox incorporates strength training, your cardiovascular capacity in cohesion with each other.
Okay.
So this basically means that you need to be strong and you need to be able to run, because 50% of Hyrox is running.
Oh, 50% is running.
50%. You have 8 kilometers spread over 1 kilometer before each station.
Oh my God. Okay.
So yeah, so 50% is running, 50% is strength. So if you're a good runner, you'll probably do quite decently, because it's easy for a runner to put on a little bit of strength and finish the stations.
Right.
But a strength athlete will have to take a number of years to get used to running,
Oh.
because running is a different discipline altogether.
So mental, the state of mind will also matter, because
Absolutely.
it's a completely new concept where you're
Absolutely.
merging into
You're
different aspects,
Aspects of fitness, correct,
Aspects of fitness, yeah.
Prince, correct.
Okay. So mental strength is important.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying, when we talk about exercise and challenges, you're talking about running 8 kilometers
Correct.
and then doing physical, training, like what, weights, calisthenics, or like what?
So the stations that are set up in Hyrox are,
Okay.
it's a standardized set
Okay.
all over the world.
Okay.
So whether you do a race in the US, whether you do a race in Asia, Europe, or even Australia, it's the same race, the same set of exercises in the same format.
Okay.
So this standardization allows you to prepare well for the race
All right.
versus many competitions where the format is constantly changing.
Okay.
So you're not really prepared. You may even get injured during the race.
You may get injured.
You may get for those
Yeah,
races.
probably could fall or trip or
You
whatever.
could, depending on what obstacle has come up in that race that you have not prepared for.
Right.
But Hyrox, since it's a set format, you know that after the first kilometer,
Correct.
your skiing is going to come.
Right.
So you can simulate that in training.
Right.
And you can understand how, your training can, what would you say? The training complements and enhances the race. Yeah.
Wow. And Danny, tell us, people who participate in Hyrox training program, how are they taking it? Because normally people are used to that standards thing what they go to any other fitness program. So how are these new participants reacting or responding to this new form of training, which combines, running with functional exercises? Are they taking it well?
So this new form of training, Prince, that you've touched upon is daunting because
It is daunting. Yeah, I
when
know.
you come into a gym, to make an effort to come into a gym is a big thing in the
Right.
first
Yeah,
place.
in the first place.
You've already
Correct.
taken a good positive step for yourself
Right.
to immerse yourself in a gym atmosphere
Absolutely.
with new machines, to know how to use them for
Right.
someone coming to a gym for the first time.
Right.
Now, as you get used to this, you come across something like Hyrox and you see only fit people, like absolutely shredded people in all these pictures, and again, that becomes daunting.
Right.
But the Hyrox tagline says Hyrox is for everyone.
Right.
So, this basically is inviting everyone in a mass appeal
Mass
to
appeal.
come try out the race because why not? Why not test yourself?
Correct.
Why not put your body through that much of training and come out on top of it
Right.
and show yourself that you are more and more than you think that
Yeah.
you can, more in a sense that you are more than you can possibly imagine.
Yeah. So it pushes
It
them
pushes
beyond
your
limits.
limits. Yeah.
Beyond the
It
limit.
pushes and finds you new limits. Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
So Hyrox focuses on endurance, power, agility.
Correct.
How does it cater to different fitness levels, and what kind of progress can participants expect? And another question along with this is this 8 kilometer run. Uh, is this like on a daily basis they have to run eight kilometers?
So the race, Prince, is segregated into 8 workstations.
Okay,
Before each workstation, you need to complete 1 kilometer
1 kilometer.
of run.
And which
Now,
has to be done outside?
Which has to be done. It's an indoor circuit.
Indoor circuit.
They've
Okay.
had only one event abroad. I'm not too sure where. I think it was in America somewhere where they had done the circuit outdoors.
Outdoors.
But it's usually an indoor circuit.
Okay.
They come in from Germany with the whole team, set it up.
Oh.
It's usually in a big hall
Okay.
where even the temperature is regulated,
Right.
so that the humidity doesn't become too much for the athletes.
Right.
So everything is all monitored and regulated.
Okay.
And before each workstation, like I was mentioning, there's 1 kilometer run. So you finish your 1 kilometer, you go to the next station. You do that 8 times.
8 times.
So you're not running 8 kilometers in one go.
In one go.
You're splitting it up at only one kilometer at a time.
Okay.
So the structuring behind this,
Right.
and Hyrox wanted to show, is that you need to train your lactate threshold, which we don't
Okay.
train on a regular basis.
On a regular basis.
Because no one is pushing 1 kilometer and immediately going and doing a functional strength training exercise.
Right.
We're either doing cardio separately on the treadmills, easy, maybe zone 1, zone 2, or we're doing sprints on the treadmill, zone 5. But no one is training to be in about zone 4 constantly for
Right.
a long duration of time.
Right.
So
Right.
that packed up feeling that you may get, say for example, if you do something hard, like say you do push-ups, you do in 30 seconds, you go all out, and you feel that whole packed up feeling in your chest and shoulders, that's just your lactate build-up.
Okay.
It clears over the next few minutes. Now, in order to clear it faster, you train it.
Right.
So the more you train it, the more your body is able to clear the lactate, the
Absolutely.
less packed up feeling you will get.
Right.
The less packed up feeling you get, the easier Hyrox becomes for you.
Okay.
You know?
And how long does this program take, including the run and the exercises?
An average person would take anywhere between 1.5 hour to 2.5 hours,
2.5 hours.
depending on your fitness levels.
Okay.
You can obviously do it much more quicker if you have a structured program, depending on how quick you can complete your run. The stations can be completed within a standard time.
Okay.
You are not going to be able to complete 1000 meters of skiing in 2 minutes.
Right. Right.
Anyone takes anywhere between 4 to 5, maybe even 6 minutes on the ski machine.
Okay.
You can't do it any more quicker.
Any more
So
quick?
the time where you can save is on the running. You
Okay.
can run faster.
You can run faster.
You
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I guess beyond a certain limit, unless you start doing it on a regular basis and then gently push it up, I guess it should not be done immediately when you join Hyrox. Is it a gradual increase if you want to increase your speed and running and all?
When we structure our programs, it's a specialized approach
Okay.
wherein we, at least me per se, I would take into consideration your background
Okay.
for physical training, ask you all the relevant questions as to where are you coming from. Are you coming from a sports background? Is this your first time in a gym? Is this your first time in Hyrox? All the
Right.
relevant Parkio questions that you ask anyone who comes to a gym. And on the basis of that, I would guide them through the class
Right.
to ensure that they have a good experience, so
Okay.
that they are not, a lot of people are afraid if they go too hard, they're not able to complete a class. It's not for me.
It's not for me. Yeah.
We can't have that.
Yeah. We can't have
We
that.
can't have that. So we do it nice and slowly at Prehab One-to-One Fitness at Mundwa,
Okay.
and we take people through the circuit in a very easy going fashion.
Right. So, Danny, moving on to the next question is, as a brand ambassador of Hyrox, I mean the community Hyrox, how does it foster camaraderie and motivation among its members? Like the bond.
So whenever you come in for a Hyrox class, you are prepared to sweat it out.
Okay.
When you are really tired or you're fatiguing at a particular station
Okay.
in a group class, you look around and you can already see everyone else also fatiguing, also pushing their
Right.
limits.
Correct.
And you're sharing that suffering. That suffering just fosters camaraderie.
Correct.
It fosters a sense of belonging,
Right.
and you feel that you belong to a community that wants more from you and
Right.
of you.
Yeah.
And that's what me being a brand ambassador for Hyrox gives me great benefit, or rather a great sense of being, that I'm able to
Yeah.
encourage more people to push
Correct.
their limits.
Correct. And people normally, gather strength when they see others doing it and they say, if they can, why can't I? I've seen this in a lot of time, even in the assignments that I do currently that I'm doing. It's the same thing, that people who have had a very, a major setback in their life, and when the thought kind of flashes in your mind that I should give up right now, seeing others also going through that and not giving up, it gives you that impetus to do even better.
Absolutely agree, Dhruv.
So as far as advice is concerned, what would you give advice to someone who's new to Irox or considering trying it out for the first time? What would you tell them?
To keep put it in very simple words, Prince, show up.
Sure.
All you have to do is show up to your nearest Hyrox class, put
Okay.
yourself out there, and get ready to explore a new world. You are
Absolutely.
going to find it very difficult in the first few sessions, maybe the first few weeks, maybe the first few months. But
Right.
eventually, your body it's magical. It just
Yeah.
builds
Yes.
up
Yes. Correct.
endurance to it.
Absolutely.
It adapts
Right.
to the change it's undergoing,
Right.
and you just
Correct.
find yourself way ahead or where you just initially started.
Absolutely. Sometimes, after a certain amount of time, when you've done the endurance test, you realize that how far you can actually push your body. Sometimes it goes beyond limits, and when people are quite surprised at the results. Oh, I mean, I didn't know that I could push myself here. Wow. So Hyrox is more than just a workout; it's an experience. So can you share a memorable moment or a success story from your own Hyrox journey or one of your members?
Thank you for touching upon this, Prince. This is a truly memorable experience that I will share with you, one which I will carry on throughout my life.
Okay.
It is to do with Hyrox Mumbai that
Hyrox
just
Mumbai.
happened on the 3rd of May. I had approached my 78-year-old client,
Wow.
Virendra Sood, who has been consistent with training since we last started
Okay.
5 years ago. And he was a little skeptical, as anyone would be. I explained to him the game plan. I explained to him how the stations flow, how the runs flow, how we have by default been preparing for this race
Oh,
because we were taking sled push, sled pull. We never had a ski machine. We were doing a little bit of rowing. The gym had a rowing machine. We were doing farmer's carry.
so rowing is also part of the thing?
Rowing is also part of it.
Wow.
1000 meters rowing comes in at station number 5.
My
Yeah,
God. Yeah.
after you finish 5
So it's
kilometers.
not just running.
It's not just
Oh,
running.
wow.
No.
Wow.
So this experience I was able to share with Virendra Sood, who said yes to me. He said, let's do it.
Wow.
So we trained for a good 8 to 10 weeks leading up to Hyrox Mumbai.
Okay.
He stuck to all the instructions,
Wow.
trusted me fully. The pre-race, mid-race and post-race, all the instructions he followed wonderfully.
Wow.
And because we took 2 hours 25 minutes to complete it, and mind you, he's 78.
78, septuagenarian.
At the age of 50, people stop going to a gym.
Absolutely.
He started.
Right.
So his story is what is an inspiration to me every single
Absolutely.
week where I meet him for training.
Wow.
I look forward to the coaching session because
Wow.
I just learn from him. I learned that showing up, showing consistency, showing discipline,
Right.
that's absolutely unmatched.
Unmatched. Absolutely. Yeah.
And just adding on those months and looking forward to what's next is what made this experience even more memorable.
Wow.
There are videos, Prince, where he's pushing the sled. Now, because I was standing behind him and following him, I couldn't see how quick he was pushing the sled. People told me who took the video saying he was pushing it faster than you.
My
It was
God.
just flying. And then when I went back and I saw the video, the
My
sled
God.
just flew across the
Wow.
track.
My
It's a
God.
12.5 meter track and it just flew across.
Wow.
When he pulled the sled, he pulled it with the right technique that I had shown him. Being a Hyrox performance coach and having completed my
Right.
certification, I'm able to guide a little better as opposed to someone who has just seen a few YouTube videos,
Right.
even though they teach you a lot as well. So, yeah, that experience with Virendra Sood,
Wow.
we stood second in our age category.
My God.
And
So
yeah,
did Sood have any kind of previous fitness training, background or experience?
so early on in life, when he was in his younger days, he would play a lot of badminton until it was not good for his knees.
Oh.
So then he moved from badminton. He moved out, and someone recommended saying, "Why don't you come to the gym?" This was
Oh.
at the age of very close to 50.
Oh.
He said, "I've never been to a gym," and he never looked back. So for the past 30, 35 years, he's been
Oh.
working out in the gym thrice a week,
Wow.
strength training, and thrice a week he has a set cardio program that he's been following
Fantastic.
just day in and day out,
Wow.
week after week, month after month, and year after year.
And badminton itself is a very strenuous
It is.
game,
It
It
is.
requires a lot of agility, stamina,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And these 8 phases that you talked about, besides the normal fitness training, running is there. You said rowing. What else is there in those 8?
So the 8 workstations start with your first workstation, which is your 1000-meter skiing.
Okay,
The second workstation is your 50-meter sled push.
sled push,
The third workstation is your 50-meter sled pull.
sled pull.
Yeah.
Okay,
The fourth workstation is your 80 meters burpee broad jumps.
okay,
Your fifth station is again 1000 meters rowing.
okay.
Sixth station is your 200 meters farmer's carry.
Oh,
Seventh and eighth station are leg dominant. Seventh station, you have 100 meters of walking sandbag lunges,
wow,
which is your full knee to the floor lunges. And your last workstation is everyone's all-time favorite 100 wall balls.
my God. Amazing thing
Yeah.
this is really.
Yeah, yeah.
Though I am quite familiar with people exercising,
Right.
my nephew Dhruv with calisthenics and
Yeah.
all sorts. But this something like this, 8 different, workstations. This is
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so coming to our very own Pune, Hyrox in Pune. Anything? What's upcoming here, and any exciting like workshops or initiative events that you're looking forward to sharing with the community here
So
in
we
the
have a
city?
WhatsApp group, well, Hyrox Pune community,
Oh, you
and
have one.
anyone can join in. You
Okay.
can interact with me on Instagram.
Okay.
We have coaches from Prehab One to One Fitness,
Okay.
which is a Hyrox affiliate gym. There are also other Hyrox affiliate gyms. If you go onto the Hyrox site, you put in Pune, and it'll list you all your Hyrox affiliate gyms.
Wow.
So these gyms either have the equipment along with the coaches,
Okay.
along with the know-how, how to get you through a Hyrox race, train you for your next Hyrox
Oh.
race.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything new? Any new event or any
We
workshop?
have a couple of boot camps coming up.
Boot
There
camps.
is
Yeah.
one boot camp organized for this weekend
Okay.
on the 17th of August. There's one more organized following weekend, which is another Hyrox mini challenge.
Mini
So they're
challenge.
going to make a small Hyrox circuit, not
Circuit.
the
Okay.
actual circuit, but a small circuit.
Okay.
And the winner is the one who completes it in the quickest amount of time. I think there's a cash prize involved.
Wow.
So this is going to happen at Masco Fit in Kharadi.
In karate.
Yeah.
So talking about cash, since cash the fact has come in a cash prize, uh, if you compare two different, like if you compare Hyrox and its methods, and if you take the normal gyms and all they have, so price wise, is there a lot of difference? Obviously, because Hyrox has got so many other facilities and so many different ways of getting your fitness levels high. So how would you compare it, from the monetary point of view?
From the monetary point of view, you will spend a little extra for Hyrox, but the exercises and the knowledge that you gain, and also the certain mindset of people that you meet,
Right.
there is no monetary figure attached to that,
Attached to that.
Prince.
Correct.
And this sort of a community is asking again more from you,
Right.
more of you,
Right.
and it's only growing. It's
Okay.
all the races, Prince, right now for this season are all sold out.
Wow.
I challenge anyone to try and get into a ticket to any of the South Asian races
Wow.
or the European races. They're all sold out for the year.
For the
So
entire year.
for the entire year. So that's why I ask people that don't wait for next year. It's
Right.
going to happen at Bangalore in April on the 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's 8 months away.
8 months away. Right.
We have 3.5 weeks. You come in. There are
Correct.
different categories in Hyrox.
Oh.
You have an open category, you have a doubles, and you have a relay.
Okay.
Open, you do the whole race by yourself.
Right.
Doubles, you still do the whole race, but you can split the stations with your partner.
Okay.
So, say for example, we do the race and you're strong at sled push, you can probably do a few more lengths than me.
Correct.
When you're
Correct.
taking a break, I take over.
Right.
And vice versa. We step in for each other at the stations.
Like they have a relay race, I think.
They have a relay race also.
Okay.
So the relay race has 4 people. Each one does 2 stations. So
Okay.
instead of doing 2 stations back to back, you split it up.
You split it up.
The ideal split would be station 1 and station 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. So everyone gets a nice big gap.
Right.
But
Right.
sometimes there are people who are very strong at, say, skiing and very strong at another cardio station, maybe burpee. So they'll do 1 and 4. So then
Right.
back and forth, you can mix it up always.
Okay. Great. So, lastly, how do you think Hyrox can benefit Pune's fitness enthusiasts, and what kind of impact do you hope it will have on the city's fitness scene?
Hyrox has come to stay, Prince.
Okay.
It's the next big thing.
Right.
Everyone is now has run their fair share of road races,
Right.
has done enough of obstacle course races, CrossFit, etc., and unfortunately have been injured severely.
Oh.
When you're performing Hyrox, your injury risk is minimal to
Okay.
none, because
Okay.
all the stations have been scientifically proven
Okay.
to reduce your injury but build on a lot of strength
Okay.
when you're performing those or training to perform those workstations.
Right.
So you're not only benefiting your joints, your muscles, all for a long term or from a long term perspective, but you're benefiting yourself for longevity.
Right.
And that's what Hyrox is. The reason why all these races are all sold out means there's a big wave that's come
Oh,
of fitness.
right.
If there's such a big demand, then it must be doing something right.
Absolutely.
So the whole
Absolutely.
research that has gone on behind it, sure, there may be things that will come up in the coming years, but as of now, for India, over the next 3 to 5 years, I see Hyrox really spreading all over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, there's this another thing which cropped up is in these events that you'll be having, will there be foreign participation?
Yes. So wherever the Hyrox race takes place, anyone from any part of the globe can register for it.
They can register for it.
In India, our registration cost is super low.
Okay.
So, say for example, abroad we pay anywhere between 12 to 15,000 Indian rupees
Okay.
to register for a race. Here it's only 6 to 7,000.
Oh, that's
The
a huge
reason
difference.
there's a huge, there's 50% off
50%.
basically.
Yes.
So the reason being is because our Indian market is structured differently.
Correct.
So they have structured the price accordingly.
Accordingly.
So you will pay more if you go for an Australian race versus a race in India,
Oh, okay.
or a race in Singapore versus a race in Bangkok.
Right.
There are small price
Price
differences,
difference. Okay.
But
Wow.
coming back to your point, anyone from anywhere and can register, and there are a lot of international athletes expected on the 7th of September in Hyrox, Mumbai. Yeah.
Danny, thanks for coming for the show. It was very insightful. We got to know so many things about fitness and wellness, which we had no clue about. And I'm sure our viewers would agree with me. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
It
you
was a
so
pleasure.
much, Prince, for
Thank you.
having me, and thank
Thank
you for
you.
taking out the time. And I
Thank you.
hope that everyone, well, shares this experience. Come try out Hyrox. It might just be for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Danny.
Super. Thank you so much, Prince.